Everyone, I seriously cannot believe I'm saying this, but Kawasaki will be releasing another small displacement inline 4. A few years ago, I made a video about the ZX-4R, an inline 4 249cc bike that Kawasaki released back in 2020. Well, now just 2 years later, Kawasaki is making their all-new ZX-4R. And yes, this bike will indeed be featuring a 399cc inline 4 engine. So without further ado, let's just dive right into this. But before we get into it completely, I need a quick disclaimer and say that there are no pictures or videos of this bike. Everything you see on the screen will be of other models or concept bikes. Anyway, first off, let's talk about the release date. Now, nothing official has been stated yet, but from what I've read online, they are expecting it to arrive in 2023. And here's the best part. Unlike the ZX-4R, which is not available for the United States, there is an almost guaranteed chance that this ZX-4R will come to the United States. Now, how could I possibly know that? Well, according to motorcycle.com, they state that a new vehicle identification number decoder was released by the US National Highway Traffic Safety Administrator, and they confirmed that Kawasaki will be introducing a 399cc inline 4 Ninja ZX4 model for 2023. So basically what happened is Kawasaki, or any manufacturer, they have to announce to the governments when they're making a new bike or vehicle. Cars are the same way, because they have to have the VIN number into the system for the government. So Kawasaki basically told the United States government that yes, we will be releasing this bike. Here are the block of VINs we are going to be using. This confirms two things. One, that the bike will be coming in 2023, and two, that it will be available for the United States. I'll leave a link to this motorcycle.com article in the description if you guys want to read it, but to further expand, they mentioned that in the VIN decoder there's mention of two model codes, one for the ZX400PP and another for the ZX400SP. Now let's not get that confused with the Ninja 400 here. Kawasaki's Supersport Inline 4 group all have the ZX in their title, like the ZX2R, 6R, 10R, 14R, with the exception of the supercharged H2. But the Ninja 300, 400, 650, 1000, etc. all have the ZX title absent from their name because they are not supersport bikes, with the exception of the 1000, they are not inline 4s either. And as for the two different models, the ZX400PP and SP, they could do two things with that. Maybe it's a different code for ABS versus non-ABS, or maybe the SP will be some sort of special edition that has extra features. But anyway, unfortunately I do not have much information outside of that, but I will be making an updated video to this once I get more official news. I think it's also worth mentioning that although the Ninja 400 is similar in displacement, the power is going to be a lot more than what the 400 dishes out. The Ninja 400 makes 48 horsepower. Now there's no way to accurately guess the power of the ZX-4R, but I'll do my best. Now, given the fact that the Kawasaki ZX-2R makes 44 horsepower and the 400 is 60% larger displacement over the 250, that means we can expect the horsepower to be somewhere around that 70 number. Now again, this could easily be changed given so many different factors such as emissions, noise regulations, engine characteristics, etc. But it's not just about the engine. The ZX-2R also had inverted forks and a trellis frame, which I expect will also find its way into the ZX-4R as well. And it's also worth mentioning that the extra horsepower from the ZX-4R will probably warrant a dual disc setup versus the single disc setup that the ZX-2R features. Now when we're talking weight, the ZX-2R curb weight is right around 396 pounds. The Ninja 400 is 366 pounds. And the reason why the ZX-2R weighs more than the 400 is because adding two extra cylinders adds a lot of complexity and weight. And I would guess that the ZX-4R wouldn't weigh too much more than the ZX-2R. And I say that because the ZX-6R curb weight is right around 425 pounds. So I'd expect the ZX-4R to fall somewhere in between the middle of those two, maybe at 405 or possibly 410 pounds. Hopefully not much more than that, otherwise it wouldn't make much sense when you can have a much more powerful bike at the ZX-6R at just a few pounds heavier. Now let's talk what type of cost we can expect for this bike. I'm going to guess the cost of the ZX-4R will be right around $8,500. I got to this number given the information once again I received from the ZX-2R and the ZX-6R. The ZX-6R, which I call the best value in all of motorcycles, MSRPs for $10,699 in 2022. And even though the ZX2R isn't sold in the US, in other markets, if you convert to US dollars, it's somewhere around that $7,800 US dollars. So I would say the ZX4R will retail somewhere between $8,000 and $9,000. So that's why I predict right in the middle at $8,500. I could also see it rise into the higher end of $9,000, maybe even higher, and here's a quick little HeroRR prediction, but I believe the ZX4R also allows Kawasaki to boost their pricing of their ZX6R now that the ZX4R is here to take on the small displacement affordable bike role. The ZX10R's MSRP is $16,899. That is quite the gap between that and the ZX6R. If Kawasaki released their ZX4R and wants to set their MSRP for $9,000, then that will allow them to redesign the ZX6R and price it into that $12,000 to $13,000 range. So what I'm thinking is that not only are you getting a new ZX4R, but I also truly believe that you will see a new ZX6R in the next few years with extensive updates and a little bit of a price increase. Although again, that is just a prediction and we will not know if I'm right or wrong for a few more years. But I'm very interested to see where this motorcycle market is going because so much has changed in the last couple of years. And honestly guys, Kawasaki has gained so much respect from me. I just love what they have done recently. I mean, they brought back the Inline 4 250cc sport bike and now a 400. I just wish the other manufacturers would follow Kawasaki's lead. Maybe we would see the resurgence of the RVF 400 from Honda. Although I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I will keep my eyes out, and once some official news drops, I will be making another video on the confirmed specs and pictures of this new ZX4R. And before we go, I just wanted to thank all of you for making it to the end. I just had one request for you guys. If you could please let me know down in the comment section below, if you were in the market for a new bike, would you actually consider the ZX4R? From what I've discussed today, if you picked up ZX4R, what type of riding would you use it for? Track riding, aggressive canyon riding, maybe some commuting or rips around the city. I personally would take it to the track and make it a track bike because I just love the way the Inline 4 sounds when it's screaming. And with a small displacement bike like that, it'd be really easy to control and learn on. But anyway guys, I'm very curious as to what some of you might think about the ZX4R, so please let me know down in the comment section below so we can have a discussion. Anyway everyone, I hope you all have a great one. Take care and bye bye.
Sick news for your little aerosol. Let me live my life, the one I better lead. All the blondes of fantasies, and we looked at them 11 ways. You said, look at me.